Huawei today introduced the Mate 9 and Mate 9 Porsche Design. We're coming to this one a little bit later. Let's start with the basic Mate 9 here. Huge 5.9-inch display, a really big one. Nevertheless, Huawei told me that it's from size of the phone, of the body, a little bit smaller even than the Apple iPhone 7 Plus, and that has just 5.5-inch, so really interesting. And I really can't believe that, because look at these small bezels here on the side, and especially up there, below there, so really no space wasted. You have that aluminum unibody, of course, fingerprint sensor, short, long, left, right swipe. You have that Leica dual camera, and especially, you know from the P9 that you have two different sensors. That's the same idea in generation 2 now, because the upper one is RGB, so color sensor, 12 megapixels. And if I've got that right, this one is the only one with an optical image stabilizer. Below, 20 megapixel sensors, just monochrome, black and white. But we have seen on the P9 that especially the sharpness and the contrast is way better on just monochrome photos, and the combination of that is, let's expect us that the quality is good here from the pictures, from the quality. And of course, 4K video, don't forget that. We have to see this quality, of course, in the final review as soon as we have the final devices here. But let's come to the display once more, because it's just a catch over here with the resolution. You have only 1080 by 1920 pixels, so the resolution is not so high like you might expect from the price coming at the end of this video here. Nevertheless, it's okay, you can read. I will give you a comparison on both at the end too here to see that. But let's go back to the specifications, because we have a huge battery, 4000 milliamps here, and especially supercharging, meaning you have, at least Huawei is telling so, after 30 minutes, 48% charged back, and that shall be enough for 1 day regular usage. Let's knock on wood. Under the hood, you have a new processor. That's now the Kirin 960, meaning you have 8 cores, and especially 4 cores with Cortex A73. Really powerful, 2.4 gigahertz. And the other 4 is a little bit like more power-saving cores. That's Cortex A53, 1.8 gigahertz, and you have 4 gigabyte of internal memory, and especially the good one, that quick one, that's called UFS 2.1. One of you of us might know that, for example, from the Samsung phones, there are 7 phones, for example, really quickly. And the internal memory is 64 gigabyte. There might be countries where are more, 128, 256. That wasn't possible to get any reliable information here in Munich at the moment. I will give you this information a little bit later. You can expand it here. You have a hybrid slot, so you have the choice between 2 SIM cards, nano SIMs, or 1 SIM and up to 2 terabyte micro SD cards here. Then you also should know that you have a new new user UI called Emotion UI 5.0. It doesn't look like very much different than you know that of Huawei, of course, but what's very important is what's done behind the scenes, because Huawei is telling here that they have first a new file system called F2FS, and especially there is cleaned up after every app. So let's say you have defragmentation and way more, so after 18 months, the speed of the phone that you realize in the UI as a user shall be the very same as on the first day here, quickly and rapidly and fluidly and everything you wish to. And in case you once have had an Android phone used for several months or even years, you know, that's the same like on the PCs, on Windows computers that you have. It's quick at the first day, but then going down and down more and more. So this would be really a big help, I guess, for long-term users at least. So way more of that user interface in the final review, of course. But one thing I wanted to show you too, or tell you, because that new Emotion UI 5.0 is learning which kind of apps are really important, need quick, rapid information, like Skype, for example, real-time apps, or which one, like the weather report, has more time. So the data packages are arranged a little bit different depending on the app after quite some time of learning. So let's come to the price with that. And here it's the 64 gigabyte version with 4 gigabyte of working memory, and that's costing 699 euro. Like always here in Europe, including tax. I do not know when it will come. I just could get the information in the next week. So let's knock on wood. That will be still in 2016 for the Mate 9. And with that, now applause, applause. Let's come to the Porsche Design one. I really love that. Look at this backside here. Isn't that beautiful with this brushed metal backside here? Of course, you have the same dual camera from Leica, just the display is a little bit smaller here, only 5.5 inch instead of 5.9. You have that, well, it's not really a curved edge. I would better speak of 2.5D glass, because look at this one here. I do not believe that the panel below is curved. It's just the upper glass, like a pillow here around the edges. Nevertheless, it's feeling good. And of course, you have the better resolution, because here it's 1440 by 2560 pixels. So you have a higher pixel density. And now that's a shot I promised you. Let's compare. On the left, you have Full HD, on the right you have Quad HD. So of course you see kind a difference, yeah, but is it really so big? Do you see that big a difference? I'm not quite sure. I'd say it's okay here. Nevertheless, price performance ratio is a little bit few, but here and now keep seated or grab a seat or whatever. Here comes the price. It seems to be like only this one version with 6 gigabyte working memory and 256 gigabyte internal expandable memory, costing, here it comes, be prepared, 1,395 euros, including tax, at least here in Germany, Europe. And it's kind of a you won't get it everywhere. I've been told that you can buy it only in the Porsche Design stores. If this is in every country the case, I can say that's at least the information I have here at the moment concerning Germany and Europe with these Porsche designs. But as they told on the stage, this will be a restricted, limited edition. This might be true for all countries. I really don't know. But you see the difference. But nevertheless, I love the design. Yeah, well, I hope this is enough for you for a quick first impression here from Munich, from the launch of the Huawei Mate 9 and Mate 9 Porsche Design. Thanks for watching, take care and bye.